What makes quality men obsess over certain types of women? Do you think it's just their looks, or maybe it's something deeper? Well, I have some strong opinions on this. I do believe there are a few attraction principles you can use to make a man think about you as a high-value woman. Men, as animals, are driven by need, impulse, and desire. There's been a lot of research and experimentation in this area, and as a result, there's a few things we definitely know about men and how they think about women. And the best part about these discoveries is that you can use this information to create healthier, happier relationships with men who share your values and goals. In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 attraction principles that reveal what gets men thinking about you with these positive, attached emotions. Let's jump right into it. Number 1 is scarcity. If you watch any news show on network TV, you can see the power of scarcity at play. We're in a world right now that's just filled with fear. Just look at the toilet paper shortage last year in the US. The moment that we have the chance of missing out on a scarce resource, we as humans get stressed out. Now, in addition to having this internal fear of missing out, men also attach value and importance to the resource that's in demand. And in a man's mind, this works almost identically in their romantic lives, except the scarce resource isn't actually you. Now, let me repeat what I just said. The scarce resource is not you. This is a common mistake. The actual scarce resource is your time, because many men look at your time as the best indicator of what you actually value. And if you didn't know this, if you want to know what you actually value, look at what you spend your time on. Period. You can say, oh, I value my family or I value charity, but where do you spend your time? Do you actually spend your time on family or do you spend it watching TV? What we spend our time on is the best real indicator of our values. And men will value women as their high value partner based on the availability and the value of that woman's time and how much of that time is available freely as this free resource to the man. Remember this, a high-value woman's time should be scarce. Literally, she has to live her life, her day-to-day, her job, her obligations, her social circle, all of those responsibilities, and she has to fight off all the men who are trying to woo her. Because that is what men believe about high-value women, is that if she is that high value, there should be plenty of men fighting to be with this woman. Listen, if you have a lot of free time, that's great. But if you're not intentional with your time, you might find yourself bored, maybe lacking that feeling of fulfillment, and you'll be wanting something more. And this is where men sneak in and take advantage of that yearning. You have to safeguard yourself against men who try to take advantage of what they see as easy women. And there is no trick here. The way is to not be an easy woman. Value yourself, value your time, value your body. Don't invest your valuable time into someone that is not a quality man that is investing in you. So you need to safeguard your time. Do not always be available to him. You should not be always available to some random guy that you have just met or some man who you are just beginning to get to know. And train men that your time is valuable. Literally tell them the dates and the times that you're available and getting together. If you feel like he's being disrespectful in any way, shape, or form, tell him that you're not available to spend time with someone that acts like that, period. You shouldn't be available to some man who isn't treating you with the respect and compassion that you deserve. And it's not just about valuing your time, it's valuing his time, which you can do by being explicit, by telling him what your specific desires and boundaries are. This is an important principle to get, and I want you to know that I actually publish these trainings every single week, so be sure to hit that red subscribe button along with the notification bell right next to it so you don't miss any of my upcoming trainings. And give a little thumbs up if you caught the principle of scarcity that I included in there. It's literally in all of our communication as humans, it happens without even thinking about it. And by the way, if you don't know me, I'm Jason Silver. I am the dating coach for ambitious women. Now let's talk about the second attraction principle that gets guys to obsess over you as their prize. They'll be thinking about you all the time if you get this right. Number 2 is social proof. People rely on social cues from others on how to think, how to feel, and how to act in many situations. And men look to other people to see how they should think about you. They look and see, hey, how does this woman's friends treat her? Are they kind to her? Are they respectful? Do you have healthy boundaries with your parents? Do you draw the line there, or do you act differently with people that you're very closely intimate with? Do you have a social circle with people that you have proper, healthy relationships with? Maybe the types of relationships with the respect that you would like to model in your personal, intimate relationship with your boyfriend? It is important to maintain healthy boundaries and respectful relationships in all aspects of your life. I don't care if it's a sibling. I don't care if it's a boss or a peer. It's important, if you want to have a healthy, intimate relationship, to have healthy relationships across the board, and practicing those boundaries with your social circle will only help your future or existing partner to treat you in the way that you deserve to be treated, and vice versa. Now, when a man sees you with these healthy relationships, it validates every single thing that he felt in that scarcity principles. This is called synergy. This is aligning you as the high value woman in his mind that he can't stop thinking about. You start to become the prize. The more that you increase your value in the minds of your partner, the more that you will be thought about as the prize. Number 3, commitment. This is the one that a lot of women are missing the mark on. Just read the comments section on some of my videos. You'll be like, what is going on? There is a major gap here on this principle. What do I mean by commitment? Once people establish any commitment, the commitment to call you back, the commitment to meet you somewhere, the more that they meet their commitment with you, the more likely they are to continue on that path of commitment. But you actually have to require small commitment expectations throughout your relationship. And those commitments should become bigger and bigger investments over time. And if there's a gap, if at any point in that commitment ladder something breaks off, or you feel like the man is not meeting the commitments, there should be no more investment and growth until that is addressed. And this is the part that gets ignored. All of a sudden you feel like the respect is changing, or you feel like the amount of time that you're spending together is changing. And instead of addressing that head on and being honest with yourself and with your partner, a lot of times this is just ignored or avoided or filled in with other activity, but the problem does not go away. That is why it is so important to make sure that each level of investment is commensurate, is equal to your level of investment. And you are not over investing in a relationship with a guy that is not investing in you. But if you do this, if you do require commitment, and if you see a man start making small commitments into bigger commitments, you know that you're on the right path with a guy. And that commitment creates a chain of commitment, and we make more investment as humans. This is how relationships form. This is how bonding builds. And these are how lifelong relationships are formed. These commitment expectations are so important because once you set them, a man is either going to either meet them or not. If he meets them, you know you're on the right path. And he should keep viewing you as the prize. And if he doesn't meet them, you don't continue investing, which lowers your value and makes a man want to run. It makes a man assume that you don't value yourself. The key here is to make sure that there is always a pathway, that you are very clear with a road ahead, where something that you can go for and build on with the man. Because if you don't set that, it gives him no goal, it gives him no focus, and he can't think about you, and he can't think about the prize that he's trying to yearn for in the relationship. That's why it's so key to always have bigger commitment and bigger growth, and to be climbing a mountain together. Because when we're climbing, we don't have time to get divested. We have to focus if we truly value reaching the summit. I know that if you're watching this video, you're an ambitious woman who deserves to be in a happy and healthy relationship. So just imagine a few weeks from now, you meet a man and you establish the value of your time. And he sees you as someone worth fighting for. You spend your time focusing on nurturing a social circle that lights you up, fulfills you. Your new man sees how you value people, and he models this because you've just attracted someone who values love and integrity. You're both working towards your common goals. You're actively walking one step at a time together into the future. Now, this scenario doesn't have to be a fantasy. You can attract a great guy who appreciates you the way that you deserve if you follow this powerful dating advice. Now, I've got one final thought for you. If you've ever spent time trying to understand what men really want, you know it's hard. Men don't always open up to you. We're not exactly revealing what we're thinking or why we're acting in a certain way. It can leave you feeling confused or frustrated because you don't know what we really want. If that's you, then I want you to check out this special presentation I put together that is not going to be posted on YouTube. It is just for my true fans. Basically, I put together a training that's going to show you about men's deepest hidden desires. And this is for you if you've wanted to know exactly what men in your life are thinking and have an actual step-by-step system to show them that you're the woman that they need to be with. I've been teaching this concept to my VIP clients, and now you can learn about it too. Just click the link in the description to learn more. If you click the link, you're going to hear all about a relationship killer, which actually causes men to fall out of love with even the most beautiful, charming women. Watching this video is going to introduce you to my premium program, which reveals the primal secrets to making a man deeply devoted to you. So if you're an ambitious woman, then you know the value of investing in yourself, your self-improvement, and your dating life. And I'm sure you'll feel that this is a different approach than you've seen before. So just click the link to access that presentation right now. Thanks so much. I'll see you over there. Be well.